चला गया
अरे कैसे
चला गया कितना का है Some penguin.
Penguin. तुम नहीं ले पाओगे पेंगुइन कहाँ मिलेंगे penguins look penguins they're penguins
Where's penguin?
yeah
Oh, penguin.
बहुत ज़्यादा निकल एक ही
In the water.
Hi penguin hello
We still have a couple hours.
Yeah. Wait, but if you want to see the feeding, that's fine.
There's tiger, there's penguins. Do you see her here? Where is she? Where is Mimi here? Say to Mom here. Mimi.
Leah
Do not.
They still to swim?
standing there what are they doing they're just standing there look at them you see them shagun look at them
Já saiu de pano na gurra tam.
Gorda.
Jadi ni Bill
Mama.
Ты будешь что сказать? Это кто?
shagun shagun shagun
I like it.
इसे खाने के चक्कर में
That's a whale.
नहीं ले पाई ना
You like it? Fish!
चल लेते हैं
What's the matter?
shagun Đi mama. You? Sao không vậy? Anh ấy thích đâu cũng được.
Let's bring in Sarah look now. What?
Mommy, there's one sleeping back there.
Yeah, there is. Stop tricking away from my hand. Give me.
Come on, that's it. Look how shiny this is.
These are gouramis, yellow gouramis.
They're hatching inside and out. Look at that.
Thank you. Oh, half battery finished. Sign again. Half, थोड़ी half से ज़्यादा ही finish हो.
Ladies and gentlemen, how's everyone doing today? Seeing a while of the rather training demonstrations designed to give you some insight into where we train many of these behaviors. Hans is now making his way up to our high tower. And down and out. That's very similar to the habitat that you would inhabit in the wild, in the rocky coastlines off in northern California. The males just try to exert dominance over each other. Bottlenose dolphins are found off the coast of Texas, in the Gulf of Mexico, and along both coastlines of Florida. The range commonly extends upward to Virginia, but they can be found as far north as New York. Dolphins will welcome you. That's a great job by the boys. That behavior is known as bowing or porpoising. Since the dolphins station up, we're going to introduce them to you one by one. On your right is Cap. He's our oldest at 14, also our heaviest, weighing about 550 pounds. In the middle, we have Presley. Presley is 6 and weighs 480 pounds. And last but not least, on the left, Jerry. Jerry's 500 pounds and 7 years old. Dolphins are very agile in the water. This is due to their pectoral flippers that allow them to spin in tight circles as they're demonstrating for you now. Just a little fact. Flippers contain bone. Anything that looks like a flipper but does not contain bone is called a fin. Dolphins going to give you a better look at those pectoral flippers now. Give everyone a wave hello. You may notice that the dolphins' underbellies are white. This is actually warm up to take the coloration. When viewed from below, those white bellies blend into the bright sky, and when looking down from up above, their dark backs. In addition to breathing air in, they can also force air out to form vocalizations. Vocalizations are just one form of communication dolphins can use among each other. If you listen carefully, you may now be able to hear some of these vocalizations. Another form of communication dolphins can use is body language or body posturing. This can be demonstrated through a breach. When a dolphin breaches, it brings his body out of the water and down outside, causing a loud splash. A splash like this may be heard for miles. Stabilize him as he moves through the water, prevents him from spinning. We're going to move on to his tail now. The dolphin's tail is more correctly referred to as a fluke. This pumps in an up and down motion as opposed to a fish's, which moves from side to side and smooth when you touch him. Well, thank you very much for your help, Brenda. Have a big hand for Brenda, ladies and gentlemen. £150, and all that weight can be supported on that fluke. All of our animals are about average. Because they're very efficient and designed to move through the water easily. Dolphins may actually speed swim together in groups. Once again, you can see just how she's demonstrating for us right now. Most commonly, dolphins beach themselves when chasing schools of fish up in shallow mud flats, then insight into training. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today. Before you go, just with our conservation efforts, and before you leave, if you can just pick up any trash in your area. And
Shagun sister. She's in the department of microbiology. Collaboration with our department. She was the specialist, that's also started jumping on the bed now. I told her that she was a wild monkey missing there. Yeah, so I have hooked it up in 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, but first bring the knife for her. Make her die. Okay, let's sing the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shagun. Happy birthday.
Okay, yeah, love. Who's that right in there? That's not a song. There's some flavor in that. Yeah, that's what आपने बैंड का फोटो तो ले लो, तस्वीर खरीदा गया है और बर्थडे है। Yeah, I've been watching you. Please concentrate. Say hello. Say hi. Say hi. Just say bye. Say bye. Yeah.
Boleh? Tadi. Boleh happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, I love you. Or Alu? Where is the phone? Alu, jadi? Jadi, aja. Dia cinta banget. Dia suka deh.
दीदी से बात कर लो फोन पे.
Daddy, hello. Mummy डालो नहीं. टिकट आन. Sit down. Go and sit there. Is Shagun there? No. No? No. ले.
Cut off on this.
ये पाँव. Papi deh. ये बोला ये कैसे बोलते बोले डाल 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 मम्मा मम्मा
तीसरे जो भी है पहले लंदन वाले थे
तो बढ़ नहीं रहा है
खत्म हो गया
ही है
Moved south, and Al Giddings, along with photographer Chuck Nicklin and skipper Doc White, hope to get a glimpse of them in these warm waters. But, as in all wildlife filmmaking, this is a game of waiting.
Where's this guy strapped?
Clear water is only one requisite for filming.
Oh, I see it right there. There's the blow right there.
Okay, let's just wait. Let's just sit still.
Position is another. Blue whales are protected by law. On the endangered species list, they are to be granted right of way. Divers should not approach within 100 yards, and Giddings must let the whale come to him. The moment seems right, but the whale begins to dive. Giddings follows at a respectable distance, but the whale accelerates out of camera range.
Not near as clear as it was this morning.
I didn't get a thing.
The divers must work quickly and with caution while the whale feeds on krill. A young calf. It appears to be on its own. Its attention seems for a moment to turn to the boat, similar in size to its own mother. Blue whale calves are the fastest growing animals on Earth, gaining over 8 pounds an hour, more than 200 pounds per day. Already 25 feet long at birth. At 7 months, they will be weaned, 53 feet long, and weigh 46,000 pounds. But the biggest animal on Earth is also one of the most elusive. And where they are born and how far they travel remain mysteries of the sea. The Baja Peninsula is a rugged and beautiful oasis that cuts into the Pacific. Along the inlet to Magdalena Bay are the remnants of a dark era not long gone. Here, derelict whaling stations stand as rusting reminders of our war with whales. In Mexico and around the globe, hundreds of thousands of whales of many varieties were slaughtered, reduced to pet food and fertilizer. In 1 year alone, over 29,000 blue whales were killed, perhaps triple their entire population today. Scientists are unsure how severely whaling has threatened the recovery of many whale species. But there is one population that has remarkably rebounded from our relentless pursuit. San Ignacio Lagoon is home again to the gray whale. Now extinct in the Atlantic, gray whales have made an astounding comeback in these northern Pacific waters. A young calf inspects the new arrivals. Gray whales come here to give birth in calm waters, partly to ensure their newborns an easy first breath of air.
There she comes up your side, honey. Coming right to you.
Perhaps this is the calf's first human encounter. The mother gently positions her massive 30-ton body between the curious onlookers and her baby. And then, in a moment of youthful exuberance, contact is made. In the accounts of early whalers, gray whales were called devilfish. So ferocious they were in protecting themselves and their young from the whalers' harpoons. Whaling journals record horrendous scenes of gray whales ramming boats and splintering timbers, spilling men into the sea. Today, as the battles of whaling fall into our common past, it seems clear that gray whales are anything but devils, or for that matter, fish. The mutual investigation lasts about 2 hours. And it's easy to forget that this is not some artificial sea aquarium. But these are wild animals, in their element, free to roam the open sea. If our war against the whales has in fact come to an end, the future holds fascinating opportunities. For in the universal language of behavior, both trust and communication often begin with a simple gesture. The touch.
Cargo plane is about as big as an adult blue whale. But if this were a blue whale, what you would discover inside would be equally amazing. You would find a heart the size of this small car. Its main artery, large enough for a child to crawl through. Now you would think that an animal this size would be pretty hard to overlook, but some of the amazing facts that scientists do know are just a fraction of what remains unknown.
Blue whales spend only 5% of their time at the ocean's surface. It's in this brief interval that scientists have attempted to interpret their entire life history. But hidden in their undersea world, blue whale migration routes and breeding sites remain a mystery. Harnessing high technology, one scientist hopes to enter their world and learn secrets that may help protect them. Dr. Bruce Maid of Oregon State University has pioneered methods for tracking whales by satellite. During the summer months, when blue whales appear off the California coast, Bruce Maid and his crew arrive aboard their research vessel, their floating laboratory. Here, Maid hopes to glean even the most fundamental facts about the elusive giants.
Habitat is the #1 issue for whales. To not know the basics of like where do they breed and calve is sort of amazing.
Maid and his colleagues have refined their methods over years of experience with animals like right whales and manatees.
I couldn't tell you.
A satellite transmitter, or tag, must first be attached to the whale. But at a cost of about $5,000 each, they can ill afford to miss their mark. Practice runs become essential.
There is not a way to do this from a large boat with the kind of precision that we need to apply tags. And so a small boat really is the key right now.
It's going to be a tagging approach, Greg.
And as we get close enough, the tag has to be applied to just the right spot.
That's what we're going to need to do. As soon as he starts to make the commitment to come up and take a breath, that's when you start adding power, and ideally the bow of the boat's going to be about the blowhole. We'll be all set up.
Key to Dr. Maid's technique is the skillful handling of a small boat and crossbow. A tag is painlessly affixed to the whale's outer layer of blubber, where it will collect data for up to several months. When a whale is underwater, the device records the length and depth of its dive and the temperature of the water. Only when the animal surfaces for a breath is the stored information transmitted into outer space, where it is collected by an orbiting satellite. The data is then beamed back down to Earth to be received and stored at MATE's research laboratory.
And these different colors represent different temperatures. Here are the Channel
Once the
Islands.
data is plotted, the first glimpse of a blue whale's migratory route begins to emerge.
Essentially, we'd like to have our eyes and ears on animals so that they can tell us, this is what we need, this is how we do it.
But first the whale must be tagged. Knots. The position of whale and boat is not correct, and mate backs off. Then, opportunity.
Happens fast, doesn't it? All right, good job driving, Barb.
Bruce Mate's study is just beginning to bear fruit. For the first time in history, blue whale migration routes have been determined to reveal clues while at the surface, taking long-held secrets with them into the depths below. Those ocean depths are filled with sounds, natural and man-made. It's here that the U.S. Navy has been secretly listening, but so low in frequency as to be inaudible to the human ear. Yet, when these sounds enter zones called SOFAR channels, conductive areas of the ocean where sounds travel freely, they can be heard hundreds, if not thousands of miles away. What were blue whales doing with the biggest voice in the world?
If you can make a sound that is the loudest sound known to be produced by...
For scientists, a window of opportunity was briefly opened, and another foreword written in our tentative introduction to the blue whale. How unfortunate if, having come this far, whales were to slip backward in our consciousness, to become again those mysterious denizens of the open sea.
ABC.
To this, an image of the biggest creature on our planet remains an enigma. In recent years, thousands of whale enthusiasts have taken to the seas to witness the real thing.
See that big blue color there?
The response is invariably the same. Anticipation soon gives way to joyous excitement.
There he is, just under the surface.
This home video captures the ultimate whale watching experience as a blue whale glides beneath the boat. But what any of us observe from such an outing is only part of an animal that lives below the surface. Blue whales have been known to reach lengths of over 100 feet and weigh more than 30 African elephants. It is difficult to comprehend such an enormous creature, but one man is attempting to bring blue whales into the light.
They've just been sculpted over the eons to be the perfect vehicles for traveling in their element.
Recent observations and study have given King the information he needs to create a new view of blue whales. The finished figure will depict a 95-foot adult female with her calf. Viewers will be able to move around the model and better appreciate the overwhelming size and grace of this animal. The project has progressed from painting. Giddings has followed blue whales north to California. But the season is nearly over. The opportunity to photograph them dwindling.
Well, that's a humpback up there. 2 or 3 of them. You ever think you'd be in this many humpbacks and just keep going looking for blues?
Their plan to press ahead is scuttled when 2 humpbacks curiously approach the boat.
Going right under the boat.
But he came under the boat, though. I mean, we're just dead stopped. He's just done about 3 circles around us, maybe 4.
Here he is, right here.
Like the gray whale encounter in San Ignacio Lagoon, this behavior seems remarkable in Giddings' long experience with whales.
To have 2 animals, 2 humpbacks, come to the boat and spend 2 hours shocked me. They would spy hop. They would bring their eye out of the water and actually look at individuals on the boat.
To Giddings, the humpbacks appear unusually forward. But he remembers a time when things were different.
In the old days, I thought I'd never get an intimate shot of a humpback whale.
The year was 1976. Giddings, diving off the coast of Maui, captured the first images of a humpback whale.
One afternoon, out of this cobalt blue, appeared this giant female humpback, stopped with her calf. And I kept swimming gently, easing gently toward her, and she didn't move. I'd gone from filling the frame with the mother and blue water around her to filling the frame with the calf's eye. At that point, I put the brakes on and stopped. And she gently lifted this great pectoral fin over my head and started down, just sort of brushed me aside. It was such a provocative experience, and I really felt that she wanted to try and understand